at, and let's check how the Most Burger is. We'll do a live stream, and then we'll do another one later, and then another, and another probably, because it's gonna be a busy day. All right, gonna check the what do you call it? We're gonna check the audio in a bit, so that way when you guys join, you can hear it pretty well. I tried to check where the Most Burger was. Couldn't find a new Most Burger, so I'm gonna go to the original one. Let's see how it goes. Passport man. And it's a Sunday morning, or not Sunday, it's like lunchtime. I'm getting a late start to the day, but that's how these things go sometimes. That's how these things go. All right, so my sounds all right. So we're gonna walk to the Most Burger. Probably be a line, you know, Japanese people, they eat lunch on time most of the time. But I might be completely wrong because it is a Sunday over here. Maybe people didn't eat lunch at 12. That might be a work thing. As you guys know, as I say often, Japanese companies, which represent probably 90% of the companies here in Japan, are pretty strict. So we got some construction over here. This area is changing quite a bit in Shinjuku, so happy to show you guys the updates. We're gonna walk around Shinjuku a bit. So the purpose of me being in Shinjuku today is I gotta buy a gimbal. The thing is, I also haven't eaten yet, and what that means is we're potentially dealing with a lot of live streams. I try not to do this. I was trying to find the closer Most Burger first, but the walk is long enough to the Most Burger. I might as well talk to you guys to set the agenda for today. Pretty sure there'll be other live streams, so this is just part one. And then, so I just explained the purpose of the live stream, but I just saw some new people join. So as you could probably tell, I'm not using a gimbal now. I'm trying to keep my my hands steady, but I'm in Shinjuku to buy a gimbal today, and it should be pretty interesting. I googled before I left the house what exactly a gimbal is. I checked some YouTube videos. It wasn't exactly to get exact brand or pricing, but I think I got the idea. And the best place for me to buy a gimbal, amongst other stuff, I might go in here, big camera later on as well. That mall that I just showed you across the street, and might go over there to buy an oven for my new apartment / office. But yeah, they don't really have ovens in Japan. There's a lot of misconceptions about apartments in Japan, like it's all micro apartments or stuff. It's not micro apartments. It's what I coined the term affordable housing the other day on a live stream. So yeah, but basically I'm from New York, so a lot of apartments which would be considered micro to me actually might not be considered so micro. So any New Yorkers watching this on the playback could definitely understand. I've never referenced this place before. It's called Coco Curry House. Very good place to get some fast food curry, especially if you like chicken. They got a nice chicken dish. So yeah, we're gonna be like, some of my activities in Shinjuku are gonna, here's this train right over here. Very cool landscape from over here. Very, very beautiful sky. From where I came from, the sky wasn't as beautiful. Oh, we might as well let this ambulance pass. This guy's running. We'll let them pass. Dave's Ghost, we're, cool name by the way. We're over here in Shinjuku, a lot of trains crossing. And about to check out how long the line. How are there not 1,000 viewers in here? Well, you know, maybe I got what, almost. I don't have a ton of subscribers. Just like, yeah, thank you so much. Maybe I guess if you like the stream and maybe subscribe, the algorithm will send more viewers. But I just started the stream like 5 minutes ago. But even then, I've never had 1,000 viewers at one time. That'd be pretty incredible. I think the most viewers I've had at one time might be 40 at a time. But yeah, Shinjuku right now is very special, Dave's Ghost, because the weather is just extraordinary. And I normally don't shoot on a Sunday, but you're gonna really see what I love the live show from other countries. Yeah, me too, man. I'm with you on that, Dave's Ghost. So there are some parks around here. Maybe I can grab the food from the Most Burger and eat at the park. I just messaged someone who is in the area, like last minute she came, so I'll check to see if she messaged me back. I have notifications turned off sometimes, especially depending on which phone a person is on. Chandri Tapa, oh my God, your name looked like similar to an ex of mine. I had an Indian girlfriend in New York. You're probably a guy, but I'm not very good with Indian names. Oh, here's the Most Burger. Not too packed, not too packed. A little packed, there's a line in there, but I'll keep it talking. I'm not gonna do a super short live stream. I get fast a little bit longer. But Dave's Ghost, yeah, Most Burger. How many times have you been to Japan? I think Most Burger is only in Japan, right, Dave's Ghost? Oh, you're from Los Angeles. All right, cool. I got peoples out in Los Angeles and New York. I'm an American, so good talking with you. Which country? You've been to Japan twice. Nice. Which parts have you been to? And shout out to Chandri. It's Tokyo, Japan, I'm in. Where are you from, Chandri? Are you from... The name sounds like could be Nepal or India. I'm not sure. Could be completely off. Forgive me if I'm wrong. So anyway, we got a few options where we could go from here, because you know we got some new people and then someone just liked the stream, so thank you for the like. And I just don't want to leave you guys hanging just because I'm hungry, and I'm not at the hangry level of hungry. I'm just at the hungry level. So we can explore, and maybe I eat something different than a Most Burger. And like I said, maybe I should check. I have 3 phones. Maybe I should check one of them and then see what the situation is. See if that... I think for introverts, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm an introvert or what, but I met with a lady from Osaka yesterday off the dating app, Bumble. She says she's an introvert. And I think I might be an introvert because sometimes I get tired when dealing with people. And sometimes I get energy, kind of in the middle. Matsushima, the second time. Yoshi, nice. Could be wrong, but Most Burger is in China too, I thought. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense because China is so close. Look at these buildings, guys. Look at these buildings. This is the part, I like to show you a part of Shinjuku we don't show often. Over here is called Third Burger. I don't believe I've ever eaten there. I feel like if I don't remember eating somewhere and I did, that means it wasn't that good, it wasn't memorable. I have a good way of blocking out unrememberable things, and especially bad things. And then remembering hardcore things that are great. Let me see. So anyway, let me check right here. All right, cool. Might as well just unmute that shit for now. All right. Oh, wow, cool. So yeah, Most Burger first opened in China in 2010. I didn't know that. Interesting. That's so cool. All right, we gotta find a, let me just check the prices on this Most Burger. On this Third Burger place. Most Burger. Why not sit and eat while you stream? Rate the food. Yo, that's a good idea, Dave's Ghost. Would I, that's a decent idea, actually. And then I can't be using my, that'd be interesting. Third burger. Let's look at it. I mean, it's the first meal of the day. I want to make sure it's enjoyable. And then I figured maybe I should talk to a lady. It is lunchtime. See if a lady wants to eat a Most burger with me. But Japan people are very shy. So even if they want to eat with me, they don't want to be on camera. So, but that's a good idea, Dave's Ghost. Let me check the situation. So let's look at the menu over here. We got the chicken baga. Let's see what the prices don't sound so bad. Maybe I could roam the streets. Globetrotter 10, good to see you're back. If you stream the food, you can clip it in the shorts and grow your channel. That's a good idea, Dave's Ghost. I'm always for taking advice. In fact, like yesterday, Jethro was telling me to get a gimbal. And then today I'll probably buy a gimbal if it's not too expensive. I haven't really done the research, so I don't want to, just in case I made a bad purchase, I don't want the damage to my wallet to be too much. But let me check the vibe in here. There's all sorts of guys. I have people of all nations in my chats. There's obviously like a huge line here. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Oh wow, Car Spot and Hub is being crazy. I have the feeling that's Tyler in disguise, but that's all good. We're used to that. Let me see. Tyler, the third burger, is that for you? See this line here? I'm not really a fan of these lines. It doesn't always mean that the place is delicious. It just means that there's a line, and I'm not really feeling that. I have a feeling I've investigated this place before, and I turned it down. So, but we do have a full house in here. I can, you know what? I can try something different at Most Burger before. Bro, I'm from Kashmir, India. Nice globetrotter. I want to go to India. You know that. Folks who watch my streams know that. Get some from 7-Eleven. All right. Did you see a 7-Eleven? I'll get some from 7-Eleven now, and we'll go from there. We'll keep walking straight till we encounter a 7-Eleven, and I'll buy something from there now, Dave's Ghost. And Globetrotter Tran, he's just in Tokyo for a bit, so he's getting a lot done. I'm getting a lot of stuff done too, but it was good to catch up with him. I'm trying to see where the 7-Eleven is, but I don't see any here, so we're just gonna wait to cross the street. There might be a 7-Eleven down this way, but I'm not really sure. I don't see one, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know for a fact that we keep walking straight, there's a 7-Eleven in this other direction. 7-Eleven in Japan is legit and has good food. I agree with you, Dave's Ghost. Use Google Map. That's a good point. There's no 7-Eleven this way, otherwise I definitely would cross the street. So we're just waiting for the light. And I'm gonna check the Google Map. I usually put 7-Eleven into, I don't know if that's bright enough for you guys to see 7-Eleven. Let's see what that brings up. I'm not really, I feel like Google Maps be slacking sometimes. I think you really need a really good iPhone to have 7-Eleven on its best. See? It says the nearest 7-Eleven is 1 hour 46 minutes. You guys will see it's this way if I keep walking straight. I'll be in Tokyo in January for a conference. Nice, man. Say what's up. I'm happy to do a stream with you. You can be on camera like some folks, or like the guy from 2 days ago. You can be off camera like some other friends. Oh, okay. In Google Maps, 7-Eleven near me. Trying new things today. Let's see if that. Oh, actually, that worked, man. Let me see. Got to refresh your location on maps. Okay. Refresh. I just refreshed the location. Let's see what happens. Yo, yeah, I'll link up with you. Is your email somewhere? My Instagram is there. I hope my email is there. My email is apassportman@gmail.com. Pretty sure that's right. I don't check it all the time. I check out my Instagram sometimes for the messages. But if you tell me after you message me, especially on a live stream, that's how folks connect with me. That's how Funk That and some other folks connected with me. They join me on live streams, even when I'm just hanging out. I did 3 live streams yesterday. So me and Funk That just kicked it, not on live stream, but just hung out. So sometimes I need a break because from the live streams, there's all these people walking around. I gotta watch out for popo, crazy people. Shinjuku can be a little dangerous, so you gotta be on your toes. So yeah, it's nice for me to hang out without filming the camera sometimes. Yesterday was a crazy day. I went to a Nas Daily event and some protesters came, and you can just feel the intensity and the stress. And the Japanese folks were saying, oh, we're having a good time, it doesn't matter. I don't know about politics. I don't know which countries are wrong or right. I don't really have the luxury of the time to keep up with these things. But what I will say is, I know somewhere in the world people are having serious suffering, and good times is the last thing on their life because they're suffering or losing lost ones. So I definitely understood where the protesters were coming from. Nonetheless, I feel stress and bad energy, kind of like a child does when parents are fighting. So, all right, cool. Sounds good, Globetrotter. Saying, all right, look out for the DM. Have my dates locked. Looking forward to hanging out with you, bro. Let me see. And leisure, that's good when you're traveling on business. You gotta get that leisure. We all know how business is stressful. I think stressful business can be worse than eating bad food. Yeah, it's true. It's worse than bad food, in my opinion. I think. I don't know what it's called. It's called something fat, visceral fat, maybe the fat that you can't see. So, like, even if you have a 6-pack, you can have visceral fat in your body. Stress probably leads to that. I don't know if they were trying to sell me something because there was a bunch of buff dudes and they're like, don't you want to be more buff? I went to a personal training session and I was like, no, I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm pretty lean now, especially since live streaming. I'm like 6 foot and I think I'm only like 165 now. I was 80 kilograms when I started living streaming 2 months ago. Right now, I'm definitely 75, especially if I haven't drank any water in the morning. Oh, bro, yeah. All right, let me go back. All right, good. Thank you. Gotta get that 7-Eleven. Dave's Ghost says I own the company. That's why I'm the one going. Nice, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's the benefit of owning your company. What kind of company is it, if you don't mind? You don't have to say because there are people watching the stream. So if you want to keep that private, you can. But I'm curious. I don't, unless it's a really rare industry. It probably doesn't expose you. Import, export, perfect, man, nice. That's a great business to be in, man. Especially in Japan. It sounds like you're doing some business in Japan too, so kudos to you. To my left, all right, perfect, man, thank you. Oh man, by the way, how bad is this? How bad do I need a gimbal? Thank you for watching regardless of the gimbal situation. It's an iPhone SE. So by the way, guys, this is a 7-Eleven. Supply chain management, nice, man. I'm gonna show you the outside. So this is the famous Shinjuku side, and this is the 7-Eleven we're going to. Dave's Ghost says to buy something, so we're gonna buy some from here. And if there's any existing watchers, yes, phenomenal business. We do lots of business with Japan. Yeah, man, tell me more, man. I did YouTube because, like, I'm kind of new to business, and I've already made mistakes with other businesses. And I felt like YouTube is something that I'm capable of making a few bucks on. Whether to make a living or more money than that, I'm not sure. But hopefully the stream is okay. Why do I see no water over here? Oh, okay. These people are in my way. All right. This water is so Is this water or something else? Guys, I don't know what this is. All right. I really don't know what this is, guys. What do you think this is? Doesn't. Trying to read it while I'll show you guys. Probably stick to the regular water. Get hot food, have to cook, show the people what they have there. All right, I'm just gonna get this water. Konnichiwa. All right. Let's hope I have enough money on my Suica. Oh, Chigao? Not enough money? That means I need a super chat, guys. I'm just joking. I do have super chats available. Suica? I just changed my phone, so she's a little, oh, just barely enough. Wow, guys. Alright, see you onegaishimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, guys, so I don't know how blurry the reception was in there, because sometimes when you go in stores, the reception be blurry. But let's walk around, get some fresh air to just in case the reception got bad, we can make the reception good again. Japan is super safe. People are super laid back, man. Kids should be supervised in Japan, by the way. It's not that safe. In India, we have only one 7-Eleven in Mumbai. Wow, well, I just got the 7-Eleven, as you can see from the 7-Eleven sticker. So, all right, so while live streaming, definitely can't cook. Asked a couple people are sleeping in late, man. Like, it's 1 p.m., but people like miss the last train to get out till 5 a.m. So some people would join me, probably not. Other people are catching colds because it's cold catching season. So you guys know how it is. What's the meaning of that sticker? Well, I do it because I don't want the receipt. I don't know if it's true. I don't think it affects me, but they say there's chemicals on receipts. But the big thing is, besides any chemicals, it's just an extra piece of paper in your wallet. And even though I pay by Suica, which is digital confirmation, just if anyone stops me or if I go in another 7-Eleven, I can be like, yo, I bought this. So that's how I use the seal. But good question. I'll pin that AOT edit. Pin. Oh, snap. And how you doing, by the way, AOT edit? By the way, how's my video? How's the shakiness, the brightness? Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, Japan has some pretty attractive people, and the ladies are definitely, the Japanese women out here. Their style is good, they're fit, they're young. There's something special about their skin, too. I mean, all women have something unique and beautiful about them. Don't get me wrong, I think Korean women's skin, I mean, a lot of women's skin is great, but let's just say Japanese women are pretty incredible women. Yeah, not to say other women aren't great either. All right, Globetrotter 10, thank you. I will talk to them. Start talking to them right now. You guys want me to put in my mic? I think I'll leave the mic off. I have the mic in my bag. You'll be able to hear them, maybe. On my last stream where I talked to a girl, she appeared on camera and waved hi. I still got to hang out with her. She's very receptive after the stream. But yeah, we'll talk to a girl, and maybe I can eat with her and keep me company. But as you know, they're shy, so even if they eat with me, you know, don't expect it. In like the Philippines, like when I meet Philippines girls or girls from China, in Japan, these girls will appear on camera, but the Japanese girls are sort of not like that most of the time. But yeah, I'll talk to one of them for sure. So there's a certain way you gotta talk to them. So most girls are in another world. So the reason why I have a high percentage when I talk to them is I talk to girls which are sort of in the mode of being talked to. Kind of have to read it, feel it. So that's with everybody. That's with business, everything. A lot of people have filters. People say Japanese people lie, but kind of everybody lies. No one's really pure any days. Especially if you start social media, you'll realize this is very much the truth if you deal with other social media people. I can't tell you a number of stories I have showing this. We got 4 likes in the building. A lot of people just have a show going on. Sometimes you could talk to these girls. I talked on the last one, but she was pretty cool, but sometimes they're not cool. Let me see. But I don't want to like ruin my energy because I might get hangry. I'll talk to a non-working girl. If I talk to that girl over there, she might expose my hangriness. Hunger combined with anger makes hanger. Yeah, I think she's promoting for this. これはメイドドリーミングですか？ありがとうございます。Alright. Yeah, so this is May Dreaming. She's promoted for. Yeah, let me talk to a non-working girl, but I do. Maybe this area during the daytime. You kind of want to walk in the middle of things. These people might be going to that movie theater over there. I might see the Joker today at 8 p.m. It depends if she buys the tickets. I've gone to movies with a bunch of girls, but I've never bought tickets because I just don't want to deal with the administrative hassle. I'm kind of even though you kind of have to be good at administrative stuff for YouTube, I'm kind of an administrative lazy man, but I'm getting better at it. I just got approved for Super Chats, and I just hit the threshold, so now I gotta show that I'm eligible and do some more paperwork to actually get paid by YouTube. So I actually need to jump on that. So my brain's going in all sorts of directions. I think probably because I'm hungry. I'm trying to like overcompensate for the hunger and the fat burning. Hopefully the visceral fat is burning. I never even heard of visceral fat before those bodybuilder guys turn that on me because I wouldn't say I want more muscle. I could use more muscle, especially if I move back to the States. But in Japan, this is enough. 6 foot, 165. I'm not a beanpole. I'm not a string bean. I'm skinny, but in Japan, it's okay. Still stronger than a lot of these dudes. But it's hard to tell because when I play basketball, you can tell how strong you are against other dudes, especially if you go up for rebounds and bang against people. So they feel just about as strong as other dudes. So I don't know if weight necessarily, it helps you feel like stronger, or it helps the people who are heavier don't necessarily, sometimes they do feel a lot stronger if they're really heavy. Bro, how you have money to travel so much? What do you do for work? I'm a B2B sales maniac. So I'm kind of like a James Bond because I can move into any industry and convince them that I'll sell their product, and I'll just study their product. You got to know the product in order to sell it and educate the business owner on it. So I just study the product, learn it, and I can make it quick, like 80 grand, 100 grand. I could have done some things better with taxes. I could have done some things better with investing. I made some mistakes along the way. A lot of mistakes, to be frank. Here we have a homeless person. I want to show that does exist in Japan. Usually not on the street like this, but he's definitely homeless. He has a sign. Actually, he might not be homeless because usually the homeless people don't have signs like that. In New York City, you can make 6 figures being homeless or being a waiter. Some lawyers quit their jobs to become waiters in New York. But yeah, AOT edit, you're right. I do work in Japan, but a lot of how I'm able to travel and manipulate, what they don't tell you with the consulting stuff. That's why I think you really got to consult with someone honest, not selling a course. Don't get me wrong, I will be selling courses, but I think consulting over courses. And then if you decide through the consulting that you need a specific course like a Python or C++ or like a teaching course, honestly, I don't think you need to buy a teaching course from a YouTuber. I don't think they do that. I hope not. Anyway, my brain's rambling. I'm going in different directions. It's already been 30 minutes, so that's pretty interesting. I got this water, thank you. Otherwise, I would have forgot. I think Dave's Ghost recommended me to go to 7-Eleven, and I always need that because I've been talking a lot during these days. Oh, my pocket's big enough for this. It looks like the streets are closed off again. I'll show you guys. Why do I have this in my pocket? I don't need this. Anyway, as you can see from this sign, it's in Japanese. Maybe the other one has it in English, but the streets are closed off. Yeah, it's in Japanese on both sides. All right, that's cool. But how does that help? Dave's Ghost or anybody else, AOT Edit. Do you know about the Freshness Burger? Have you ever eaten there? I'm not a big Freshness Burger fan, but I'm curious your guys' thoughts because everyone has different opinions. Kinokuniya bookstore. All right, there might be a Moe's Burger this way, so we're gonna go this way. What do you think about Chinese women? I think they're great, but I think my mom's Jamaican and I grew up really rough. So like after turning 17 and bolting the hell out of my household, as soon as I turned 17, I was like, I don't want any more rough life. I think they're a little bit rough for me. I'm soft. Like Japanese girls are gentle. Like if they don't like you, maybe they'll lie to you, maybe they'll cheat on you. I've never been cheated on that I know of, but they're just, if they don't like something, their two-face is much better. Like Chinese girls will confront you and some people like that, but they're just rough. Like I finished a one-night stand with a Chinese girl. I appreciate the directness though. They won't waste your time. So that's what I think about Chinese girls. I think they have a lot of pros, which are they don't waste your time and they're very direct. So everything has pros and cons. But if you can't handle directness, if you're a little like, if you're already stressed out from your regular life and you don't want extra stress, some of them might not be for you. And this is just a generalization and not a huge sample size, even though a decent sample size. I have enough sample sizes of everybody to kind of give my opinions. So if I had a smaller sample size, I would just say, my sample size is too small. There are some countries that I've never dealt with the women over there, so I have a 0 sample size with some countries. There's 206 countries, I think, out there. Good question, though. And Globetrotter 10, good question. All right, good. I'm caught up on the chats. Trying to find, let me ask if there's a Moe's Burger nearby in the Tourist Information Center. I didn't really feel the vibe from them. Well, if I'm eating with a girl, I want to make sure I'm eating somewhere like that I like to eat. Wow, he's cursing that driver out. Oh man, interesting. Try any Japanese alcohol? I have shochu. I think shochu is pretty interesting. Shochu is a little bit strong for me. I've tried, my favorite Japanese alcohol is Heartland beer. Have any of you guys had Heartland beer? I love Heartland beer. It tastes like so pure. It just feels good for me. It feels weird, but I think Heartland beer is probably actually good for you, but it's legit alcohol. It's legit beer. Yeah, here we go. I'm saying alcohol is good for you, but that's legal, so that shouldn't get me in trouble. As you guys know, the marijuana, I'll say it like that. But they say things weird in Japan, so maybe I'll just say Mary Jane. Maybe marijuana would be safer than saying marijuana because they pronounce stuff weird in Japan. Because in Japan, bottom line, I'll say cannabis. I'll say cannabis. So it sounds weird. Is not legal like it is in Thailand. So I want to be careful how I talk about it. The protesters be out and about over here. Check this out. Like I said in Yoyogi Park, they interrupted the stream. Police came. I could probably make a really fast video with that. I might do that and see what happens. Because it's Nas Daily and I was there. And he's got 80 million followers, he said. He was really insulting the protesters really bad. He sounded a bit pompous, and sometimes I get accused of that. I'm super hungry. All right, let me see if there's a Moe's Burger place in this Shinjuku Tourist Information Center. If they could tell me where the nearest one is. Bro, don't drink every day. It's bad for the body. Thanks, man. I won't. I'm 18, I drink alcohol. Oh, man. Oh, you're telling Globetrotter 10. Okay. Wow. I know it's what makes me feel good. Yeah, I get that, man. ALT edit. Thanks for looking out for my Shichosha. That's what they call viewers in Japanese. All right, let's see if there's a Moe's Burger nearby here. All right, they got a bunch of information here if you're a tourist here. They do speak English every time I come here, but there's a line, so we might skip out. We're gonna skip out. There's a bunch of tourists here. Japan be making its money. All right. Even though legal age drinking, what country is that, Globe? Oh, okay, interesting. That's a legal age in America too, Globetrotter 10. The thing is I need a Moe's Burger restaurant, guys. And I need to get a gimbal. You definitely don't want to shop while hungry, guys. Bro, I heard that it's a maid cafe while camera is allowed, so can you check it out? Yeah, I definitely will, man. I might create a Discord. I need to organize. I have a lot of ideas, but you guys give me the ideas that you want to see for sure. So yeah, I definitely will do that, man. You got it. Just stay on top of me, and I'll definitely get it done. There's a place in Shinjuku. I'll go with my friend. I asked yesterday, and the girl on camera said yes, they can do it. So I'll remember her. She waved bye to me. Camera is not good. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm getting the gimbal. Shout out to Jethro and to you, Globetrotter, telling me that, and everybody else. As an introvert, I can't go, but I want to see. I got you, AOT. Yeah. I feel your introverted side. I'm introverted too. When you say the camera's not good, you mean the shakiness? What, the reason I'm getting the gimbal today? Or do you mean like it got blurry because I was in the Tourist Information Center and that makes the camera blurry sometimes? And that question I have is for Globetrotter 10 when he said the camera's not good. Just want you to elaborate. I think these are more protesters. Like I said, I understand where they're coming from. I mean, I don't know if they're right or wrong, but I understand the stresses, man. Having a good time is good, but being alive is more important. So if they think their livelihood is at stake or their loved ones' lives are at stake, then man, protest all you want. And then like, I guess for Nas, he might have to start like holding his events in different countries indoors or have like extra security if they don't want that. If it was me personally, I would have opened it up. I would have had a mic with me to allow themselves a platform. I'd have a mic, I give them a water or a beer or something and be like, all right, let's talk it out. Because they were saying he was a traitor and all this stuff. And honestly, like, it's hard for me to read. And I don't like when people say things about me that's not true, but I don't know. He came off a little, I don't want to say arrogant because people call me arrogant, but I'm not arrogant. It's not often. I think it's just people trying to insult me. Man, my dad, I'm black and white. My own dad called me the N-word one time just because he was trying to insult me, and I don't take it personal. It's hard to insult me. Like, I had Tyler come in here a few times, and like, say some stuff or make fun. Like, bro, I've gotten into fights. I've had the police called. Like, I've had so much crazy stuff in my life. You gotta come at me with more than words. You gotta like take my money. And if I'm dumb and I lose my money to you, you trick me. That's one thing. But you gotta like take my money, try and throw me in jail, try and do something. Like, I'm like, you gotta come at me way worse. Yeah, my dad's white, and he was like, they always come up. When people are trying to insult you, get a rise out of you, they come up with everything. So when he called me the N-word, I was like, oh, that's different. That was different. But I know, he's not a bad guy. So like a lot of people be like, oh my God, he said the N-word. Like, he's just trying to get a rise out of me. Some people are just ignorant. Some people are not like necessarily bad people. They're just ignorant, or they don't understand. So my dad's white. He'll never really understand the meaning of the N-word. And I don't think he's racist. I mean, look, my mother's Jamaican. She's black. I think he was just trying to piss me off. Yeah, it's mean, but bro, I come from a rough upbringing. That's why I say like when people insult me, I like it for two reasons. One, it's interesting, it's entertaining. Two, it didn't physically hurt me. I'm still good. It might be causing some like internal stress, like I was talking before about visceral fat. I don't know if the little insults add like a little like milligram or something to the visceral fat out of stress that I'm unaware of. But it's kind of entertaining, gives me a story. And people are hurt, they're frustrated, they want to insult you. That's what people do. So, all right. Yo, it's the passport man. This is my face. I'm in a good mood today. So that's my face. Let me see. So yeah, I'm black and white, if you could tell by my face. I'm not sure. We got 5 likes up in here. This is where I'm gonna buy a gimbal later. I think there's a Most Burger nearby, which is why I didn't mind walking here. So yeah, but it's all good. Yeah, I can't really judge people that well. I can just tell when they're frustrated or not frustrated. I just don't know people's stories and circumstances. So I'll never make a story saying this person's a good guy, this person's a bad guy. I made a video about Fresh and Fit. I weren't calling them good or bad. I was just stating observations, and their fans thought I was saying they're the bad guy, and I wasn't. And that video had like the highest dislike ratio of any of my videos. I have videos with like 250 likes, and those videos have way less dislikes than that Fresh and Fit video. Wow, you look like Avicii. Interesting. Yeah, it depends what angle and stuff, the lighting, but I can look like different people. When I went to Morocco, they thought I was a Moroccan. Yeah, it depends. But yeah. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. I see. Camera quality and shakiness. Yeah, so. All right, you know what? Speaking of the camera quality and shakiness, if I feel myself starting to get hangry, I'll get out of there. But we're going to go in here and try and look at the gimbal situation. I might buy one on the spot if it's not too expensive, and see if it changes something. So inside here, they have Yodobashi camera. This is the best place. I'm a millennial, man. I've had so much stuff. I don't want to reveal my actual age. I feel like there's different stuff. I know I'm not big now, but it's not about being big. I just don't want anybody to find me. It's okay, like Jethro. There are people who like, there's people who are visiting Japan that turned into live streams. So someone's yelled out the street, hey, passport man to me. But I feel like once people have bits of, and like, there are people, so I have an American cell phone, and there are people already, like I get prank calls all the time. I have it blocked. That's what somebody else thought, 34. That's interesting. I think when people hear me talk, they think 34. If I don't open my mouth, they think less. So, but yeah, so like, what was I saying? So I already get prank calls. Like, you guys ever get those messages where they try and bait you into responding, but you're pretty sure it's a robot or a spam. I don't want to, like in America, if I have your address and your birthday and your name, not even your social security number, that might be enough information. And then it's not really about me I'm concerned about. It's about people I love, and I just don't want them getting to the people I love. So I even thought about sharing more about my personal life, but I'm worried about the people I love getting affected. And you know, I have a guy who's been at YouTube a little more longer than me, and he asked me a very interesting question. What he asked me was, if you had all the money you need, would you share that information about your personal life? And I said no. So he's like, then don't share that information. And because and then he has more experience than me. So I was like, all right, I won't share the information. So that information I was thinking of sharing, and other stuff like my age. I'll ask him about the age question. I didn't ask him about that, but I'll ask him next time I talk to him if he thinks it's dangerous to talk about the age. But anyway, I'm a millennial. Oh yeah, I've been to Hong Kong, bro. Yeah, I work in Japan, AOT. I have to. I got married to a beautiful Japanese girl I met in New York. And I loved her a lot. She's a beautiful girl. Funk that, I showed the pictures, of course, off camera, because she's a great girl. Even though we're divorced, I don't want to affect her either. There's a lot of stuff, guys. Stalkers still exist in the world. I think it's the next street I want to go to. Not this street. But I'm hungry. Don't share it. Keep it separate. Yeah, Kathleen. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah. I think millennials enough for you guys to make a judgment. I think it's good millennial kind of separates, because I think millennials start at 27 or something. 27 or 28. I think once you're in that age, then you're kind of a little more, you've had more experiences. I think 27-year-old men get experience a little later than women, but thanks, Kathleen. I might pin that. I'll pin that. Replace. I wish that you could have multiple pins. Thank you, Kathleen Valdez, or Kathleen, Kat. I call you Kat. I'm a New Yorker, and the Knicks recently traded for Kat. Oh, Carl Anthony Towns. So can I call you Kat, or you want me to call you Kathleen? But thank you. But anyway, long story short, I have to work. A lot of folks have the work visas, not because they need the money. I mean, it helps for money. I need money. I'm not rich, not by my interpretation. Like some people will say, all people in the first world are rich. Maybe if you live in Japan or America, you're rich, you're one of the 1%. But by my definition of rich, and by Japanese and Americans' definition of rich, definitely not rich. Yeah, I'm comfortable. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kat. Oh, okay, Kathleen. So yeah, I gotta work here both for the visa and the money helps me survive. Like I'm looking to buy a gimbal now. I would think twice about even looking into this gimbal purchase if I wasn't working. Just want to see the price. But this place is a little more expensive than big camera. But let's see. Guys, by the way, so while I'm in here, before I go into the store, if the video quality gets blurry, just message me and I'll get out of the store, okay? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you guys can agree to that? Otherwise, I don't want to go into the store and check out the gimbal situation. Yeah, I've been to Hong Kong for a little bit. That shit was dope. One of my companies had officing in Hong Kong, the Tokyo companies. All right. BTX Gold 1. All right, let's go into the store. Yeah, so BitX. If it gets blurry once I'm inside, just let me know and I'll hop out. Just put a 2 in the chat if it's getting blurry once I'm inside, and then I'll exit out of this store. see. I think these are gimbals. Oh my god, that's crazy expensive. Oh my god. Oh my god. すみません。ギンボル、iPhone のギンボルに入ります。はい。はい、ありがとうございます。All right. Prices don't look too bad. Maybe we'll buy a gimbal today. These things look super effing complicated, man. And it's in Japanese. What do you guys think? What do you guys? Oh, I'm losing viewers. What do you guys think about this 11,731? And I'll come back. All right, this one right here. Let me take a picture of it. All right. All right. That's the cheapest one. Let me see. I don't know how my reception is. So did my reception get blurry in that store or not? So that gimbal there, which has Japanese instructions, is gonna cost me Ichiman Sen En. So I don't even know if I'm not getting messages because it got blurry. But yeah, put a 2 in the chat, please, if it got blurry. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm still okay. All right, and I'm hungry, guys. I'm super hungry. So anyway, that's good to know. We'll go to the big camera. I don't know. I feel like big camera has more stuff closer to Amazon prices. I feel like even though I like that store because they're helpful, they're more helpful than big camera. I think their products are a little more pricey. So there is a Wendy's here. But yeah, while we're walking, we'll probably walk in. I saw a guy with I bought a lot of equipment so far, but I definitely need a gimbal. That's a non-negotiable. Oh, Kathleen said, oh, so my video is still good, Kathleen? I think I said a 2 if the video quality went down. Perfect. So yeah, I think on an empty stomach, maybe my brain won't be as clear. So after the Most Burger, I'll purchase that gimbal. But I'll pass by the big camera to check first before doing that. Here's a suit store. Someone was asking me about a suit store. It was a lady. I think all of the suit stores have both suits here. It's pretty cheap. I think if you bought a suit from Zara, it would cost you like $300 or $400. But like Suit Select and other suit stores here, thank you, Kathleen, appreciate it. All right, so I'll feel comfortable there. And then we'll do another check when I go in the big camera. Funny story, so like I was in Parco Mall yesterday during the day, and I saw a girl from Australia live streaming, and she seemed nice, but like I don't know, like I see people live streaming all the time, and I'm sure they seem like very friendly on camera, but like in real life I don't think they're that like friendly or open-minded. It could be at the way I'm coming at, but that's just the feeling I get. It's just the vibe I get. But I think that's most people. I think most people, and I think it's kind of a way to protect themselves probably, so it's not a bad thing. But I feel like people kind of have that shield. So I don't think it's just Japanese people that have a two-face. Like I said before, I think there's liars everywhere in the world. I think a brilliant movie, which I saw, I think his name, he's actually Australian too, I like him. I think his name is Ricky Gervais or something. I might be wrong, but he's an Australian comedian actor. And he was in a movie called The Invention of Lying. Such a good movie. I recommend to watch it if you like movies. I got a cousin who doesn't watch any movies at all, so. Wow, look at that. Look at this architect. Wow, look at the. It's a beautiful weather today. So I want to go to the Philippines, Kathleen. I've met some people in my chat from the Philippines, and I met some amazingly guys. They talk about Japanese women. Japanese women are great, but the women in the Philippines. When I was living in Osaka, I didn't meet any women from the Philippines, but the women in the Philippines I met in Tokyo off the dating apps. Oh, this one girl is just, they're very cool people. Of course, they're beautiful, but personality is quite refreshing. And I think there's different types of great personalities in both Philippines and Japanese, but it's just a different style and level that I really appreciate. So, but yeah, I want to go to the Philippines, bottom line, Kathleen. Philippines seems awesome, and whenever I meet people from the Philippines, super cool people, super hardworking, super respectful, super nice, super like outgoing, super friendly, a lot of cool things. Yes, my brother is married to a Filipino girl. They seem to be really nice people. They know how to make money. Yeah, that's what I really like. And especially for someone like me, it's kind of hard for me to deal with Japanese girls because they're so laid back and they don't really care about money as long as they work for the salaryman company thing, which to me I think is a little toxic. The Japanese companies, when I see the workers slouched over, I literally see salarymen. Like, I don't show it on video because, you know, that's a pretty rough situation to be a salaryman sleeping on the floor of a train being woken up by an office attendant. But like, I see salarymen sleeping on the floor on the subway train, and like, it's just toxic. I think some of the kibishi, it means strict in Japanese, the work culture. But yeah, I like when people know how to make money and they're about trying to make money. But, you know, it's not a bad thing. It just means that, you know, Japanese people are relaxed. Most of them aren't about making money. Some of them are, and I like those types of people. And you don't need to make a lot of money. Like my sister, I know folks living in Los Angeles. Some of these people, not all, some of them, I think the most aggressive people making money, there's some people who attach their ego to it. Like, it's good to make money, but just don't attach your ego to it. And don't be like, I want 24 karat gold toilets. And if I don't get it, it's not worth it to live. Like, that's crazy. I'm not about that. So I'm like in the middle. I just want to survive and not have a boss hunching over me being like, yo, we need that money. But next topic, it's a stressful topic. I think it's normal in Japan, isn't it, AOT edit? What, the relaxed towards money situation? I think it is. I'm just seeing that chat now. Man, I wish I could eat something healthier than most burgers, but especially on the weekend, man. To break my fast, I can go into the Thai food restaurant. And this is definitely a multi-stream day. What I'm curious for people who watch the first and second stream, because the second stream, I mean, it might be on this stream if I can eat a burger with somebody. I don't think you guys want to put a 1 in the chat. If I get 4 1s in the chat that you guys want to see me eating a burger, I'm sure if I'm with somebody, you want to see me eating a burger maybe. Yeah, laying on the floor in the subway train itself while the train was moving. So the train attendant, the Eki-in they call him, she came in and asked if he was okay before the train could continue moving. I've seen salarymen passed out on the streets all over. I have no problem documenting it on the street. But like, other people were standing and sitting on the train car and he was on the floor right below the seat. And people were afraid to, yeah, like, that kind of situation. AOT edit. Thank you for clarifying and asking. Not in the station, but in the subway car, in the train car. Crazy. We're just waiting for the train to, not the train, here's the train passing, but we're waiting for the light to turn. Where's my light? There he is, it's on red, waiting for it to turn green. Shiketo Money Exchange. This is a money exchange place, guys. I doubt it's got good rates, but if you're in Shinjuku, there's a money exchange place. Yo, man, sometimes you need money. And you know what? It's better to get it at a bad rate because all these places close early in Japan. Like 8 p.m., 7 p.m. in Shibuya, 7 p.m., I think. So don't get stuck here, especially if you arrive late. Make sure the first thing you do, if you need cash, depending on what country you're coming from, if you don't have cash already, to go hit that money exchange place in Shibuya. You can take the, yeah, it depends how you get here, but. So we're back here. This place open 24 hours if you have a headache or something right here in Shinjuku. Welcia, W-E-L-C-I-A. You can get any kind of headache medicine, all kinds of drugs. It's a huge drugstore over here, this building. I'm so happy with I think it's called Y Mobile SoftBank today. Ever since I changed my SIM card, my streams are at least decent. The only thing now is I need a, you seem really smart how many languages you know. Is Japanese, I can say like parlez-vous le français. Or I can see like un poquito, hablo español un poquito. But I know a little bit of some languages, but really just Japanese and English is all I speak. It's gonna take some time. I need to get a little older, a little more free time to speak other languages. What about you, Kathleen? Just what languages do you speak? I know some smart people that only speak English as well too, but yeah. Yeah, I think learning Japanese kind of helped open up my mind a little bit. Moving to Japan, like visiting Japan, living in Japan, two different things. Here's the Most Burger. We'll go there after I finish my train of thought. The line is not too bad now. Kathleen, I think this is my first time seeing you in the chat, so I'm really hoping you you continue to stick around for other videos and converse with me more. I really enjoy talking to you. There's a Burger King if we keep walking this way. What's your Japanese level, N3 or N4? I think it's probably N3, especially speaking. I think for kanji, might be N4, maybe N3, I'm not sure. I pick up some kanjis, especially since moving to Tokyo. Is that Japan that has little pods? You can sleep in them, rent over the night? Yeah, they do. I think in Osaka and maybe in Tokyo, they closed them down during the pandemic because they didn't want people catching the cold. But yeah, that's Japan for sure. With the little pods for sleeping for cheap rent hotels. I only know English and a little Spanish. That's cool. My parents never. So Kathleen, my mom's Jamaican. She never spoke like what do you call it? What's the dialect? Why is this slipping my brain? I think because I haven't eaten anything. It's past 2 p.m. Patois. Patois is the Japanese. It's like pick-me them. Like instead of children, you say pick-me in patois, like words like that. It's like a dialect, kind of like Kansai Ben, how Osaka people speak compared to Tokyo people. She never spoke with me either, and I never had a bar mitzvah. So even though my dad was raised Jewish, I never learned any Hebrew. So never got any gifts, never, yeah, so. Sometimes I got dumped off at the synagogue just so my parents can get rid of me and my siblings, but anyway. Yeah, so you're like me with that way, Kathleen. So they never spoke to you in Spanish, so you don't speak it? I'm with you, man. I'm with you, Kathleen. I know you're not a man, you're a woman. No, I only know it, yeah, so that's how it be sometimes. That's how it be sometimes. There's a huge line here. Maybe it's a hint of a delicious restaurant. But yeah, Kathleen, I hope you stick around for the other lives so we can continue conversing. It's just that it's 2 p.m. here. I haven't drank any water yet. and I haven't eaten lunch. There's this huge line. I wonder what it's for. And I definitely want to get a gimbal too. I think I will. I enjoy your chat and see you in Japan since I've never been there. Yeah, yeah. So I think this is the restaurant they're waiting for, but when you're hungry, you don't got time to wait in this long line. So here's the game plan, guys. So I've been enjoying my talk with Kathleen. Let me see. Okubo, Tokubo. Oh, Tokyo. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I want to see if the basketball court's open. We'll check that out after we buy the gimbal, especially Polanco. So shout out to you joining the stream. But yeah, so basically in a nutshell, people were asking about bank accounts. I haven't heard great things about JP Post. I've heard it's decent. There's a lot of them. That's what I'll say about JP Post as a bank for foreigners. And they will give you a bank account, which I'm pretty sure there's a lot of banks that won't give you a bank account. So keep that in mind if you're living in Japan for like 3 months or longer. I think you'd have to be living in Japan for a year to get a bank account. Yeah, we'll check out Okubo probably later on. So we're gonna hop inside this. Where's that Most Burger? Have I passed by it yet? No. This is Excelsior Cafe. Did I walk that far? Oh, here's the Most Burger, I see. So I'll hop inside this Most Burger, get something to eat. And then, and don't worry guys, like when it comes to the people bowing and stuff, it's 2:09 over here. Only drank a little water this morning. For the challenges, I will talk to people on streams. Like old chum, I missed the challenge of bowing. He asked me to bow to a lady. So I didn't bow on that stream, but the next stream he reminded me and I did bow. And I'll be going on a date with her. She's very receptive. I don't know if it's a date or she wants to just practice Japanese and English with me, but either way. So I don't mind. Good things happen when I take on your challenges, as long as they're not too crazy. As you can see by the M, it's a different type of M than the McDonald's M. We're gonna hop in this Moe's Burger. I'll keep the stream going for a little bit. This is my jam right over here. Even though it's not healthy for visceral fat, whatnot, well, yeah, so I'll cut off the stream so they don't spit in my onion rings like Eminem. Okubo, Akihabara, Ikeburo. All right, I'll do that, Polanco. So guys, we're about to order this. Don't want them to spit in my onion rings. See you next time. We out of here. Peace.